figure that'd be plenty. We won't take the long way around, meet Shane nowhere. Well, good evening, Tiger sports fans. Today, here from Rexlinger Stadium, Kip Kern Field, it's freshman football. Our freshman men will be hosting the Wauseon Indians. I'm your host, Mark the Captain Blythe. Phil Snow will be on the call. Diamond Dan Kessler on the board and the controls. And we're just about to get underway here. All right, we are about to get underway. Officials are here now, and we'll have the coin toss at midfield. Wauseon will call the flip, and the indication is Liberty wins the toss, and they will defer, so they will kick off to the. Well, actually, in freshmen, they don't kick off, do they, Dan? So Wauseon will have the ball on offense first. They'll be going from right to left on your screen. All right, Wauseon will start on the 35-yard line on offense. Liberty will be on the defensive side. So Wauseon comes out in the shotgun with split backs, two receivers to the far side. And hands off to the running back. He takes cut, fumbles the ball, drops it, and Liberty Center's on top of it. It looks like Garrison Cruz. Oh, no, it wasn't. 35 for Liberty Center on the ball. So first play from scrimmage, Wauseon with a little draw play, and the running back fumbles the ball. Liberty recovers, so they'll immediately go on offense here. Perry under center for the freshman Tigers here. Liberty will take over on the 34-yard line. Perry will be under center. Split backs. It looks like Cruz and Barrett in the backfield. Perry takes the snap, hands off to Barrett. Barrett around the edge. He gets the cut, makes a nice cut. The defender falls down, makes another good juke, runs past the 20, down to the 15. He's still going, down to the 10. They can't get him down. And he's all the way down to about the 7-yard line. A 10, 20, 29-yard scamper for Barrett as he made a couple of great moves, got the edge, and Wauseon just simply couldn't get him down. So Liberty Center now with the ball on the 9-yard line, first and goal. Perry under center, Cruz in the backfield, Barrett in motion. Perry slips out, drops it off to Barrett. Barrett and in for the score on the second play from scrimmage. Liberty Center dumps it off in the flat to Barrett. And Barrett bowls his way into the end zone for a 6-0 Liberty Center lead. All right, Liberty Center will bring the play in. Got your breath there, Mr. Snow?
Mm-hmm.
You know, them working men. I'm not a working man anymore, so.
Oh, it's nice to be up here, though, I'll tell you that.
All
so
right.
It sounds like if you blinked, you missed something there.
You did. 2 plays. We're in the end zone. Wauseon, 1 play fumbled. Now Perry under center. Hands it off, a little cross buck. He's going to walk into the end zone for 2-point play, so it's Liberty Center 8.
Barrett to Bayer on a little inside reverse action there.
Little cross buck.
Getting fancy.
Yeah.
On the 2-point conversion there. So good start for Liberty Center.
Yeah. In the very first play from scrimmage, Wauseon mishandled the handoff, and Tigers fell on it. 2 plays, and they score, and then an extra point. So with 8:17 left in the quarter here, Liberty Center's up 8-0, and Wauseon now will take back over on the 35-yard line.
Let's see if we can get a roster here for you for Wauseon. It's nice to have a freshman game schedule, Cap. You know, they've kind of been unfortunate and haven't had too many freshman games, so it's nice to have them here at home, be able to cover them. And get them some action here and get them some reps.
Yeah. We've talked numerous times about numbers in the ranks of the teams. Wauseon, one of the few teams in our area with a freshman squad. So
Kelby Parsons is the quarterback for Wauseon. He'll take the snap in the shotgun. He'll hand off to the running back, Azarian Hicks. And he goes right side, stopped there by Liberty Center, but it looks like a flag on the play.
Probably get a hold on the interior. Yeah, one of our interior linemen just got drugged down. Pretty easy call for the referees there. You lucked out, Phil. You working and having to get here.
Work outside today.
The referees were late, so they think
I was wondering why there's only a minute and a half.
They were trying to hook you up here, man.
They did me a favor when the trains were trying to make it so I couldn't get here on time. So Wauseon back in that shotgun, standard formation set. Smith in the backfield next to Parsons. He's got two guys lined up kind of tight to the line on the.
Ooh, they're going to get
52, I think, on the
interior lineman offside for Liberty Center. Jumped.
So Wauseon will get that 5 yards back. 5 yards out of the 10 of the holding in there. So Parsons in the shotgun. He'll sweep left to Smith. Smith out there. Good hit there by number 35, Jackson Lonzak from his linebacker spot. Read that all the way. Good pursuit there from Lonzak, and he's able to wrestle him down for about, we'll say, a 3-yard loss on the play.
Wow, and you made a great point there. He just made a beeline from his linebacker spot and just plugged it quick. The offensive end tried to block him, but by the time he looked up, Lonzak was past him.
I thought that was Levi Spade, 52. I was right. Okay.
Yep.
So back in the shotgun, Kelby Parsons. He'll take the snap, looks to throw. Blitz coming there. Cruz in hot pursuit. Caught, and then a good open field tackle. Looks like 44, Baxter Barrett there on the stop. Number 19 on the reception there for Wauseon is Justin Schmunk.
Garrison Cruz just
blew up
full speed.
Yeah.
That's a train wreck waiting to happen.
So Wauseon will come out now on a third down here after the Tigers on their first offensive drive were able to punch it in from 2 plays.
You can tell this is a freshman game. Wauseon had 12 players in their huddle. Referees are just like, yeah, whatever.
So Parsons back in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, drops back to pass, looks left side, throws it out there in the middle of the field. It's intercepted by Max Perry, who came up there from his safety spot. So good defensive play there by the Tigers to come up with their second turnover of the ball game. Looked like the intended receiver was number 15, Xavier Molina. But it looked like the ball was underthrown, and Max Perry does what a safety does, and he's able to intercept that pass to give Liberty Center the ball at about the 43-yard line of Wauseon to start their second drive. You know, Cap, we're getting into the legitimate fall fall-esque weather,
like
you know,
I
the
don't
jacket.
like it.
I know. I'm surprised you're not wearing shorts. It might have been one of the last days you'd be able to do that here soon. So
put pants on. I don't like it.
Cruz gets a sweep. Now it's a pitch to Gray. Gray's going to throw the ball. He's got a guy out there. It's caught by Badenhop. He breaks a tackle at the 20. Now dragging guys across the 5 and down to about the 2-yard line. Brady Badenhop getting fancy here on offense. Todd Spangler pulling out all the stops.
End around.
An end around reverse wide receiver pass as Ethan Gray found Brady Badenhop on the move in a big play for the Tigers inside the 5.
Who are these guys?
Hey, Coach Spangler said, hey, you know what? We haven't played in a while. Let's go out there and have a little bit of fun.
Yes,
That's what it's all about. So Tigers in great position now inside the 5-yard line at the 4. It'll be Perry under center. He's got Cruz and Barrett lined up behind him. He'll hand Barrett going left side, and he walks it into the end zone for another Tigers score.
Second by Baxter Barrett.
As Baxter Barrett gets his second touchdown of the day, and 4 offensive plays for the Tigers and 2 touchdowns. Turnovers right now proving to be crucial for the Tiger defense.
Well, and I want to go back to that pass by Gray. That was a dime, baby. That was right on the money.
You know, I'm going to tell you right now, if you put him and Max in a room, he would probably tell you that he's a better quarterback than Max.
And his sister's going to tell you she's the best athlete in the family.
Oh, I bet. I know it. All those guys are so competitive. They'll line up to go for two. Perry drops back the pass. Good effort there by the defense. I think that was Azarian Smith for Wauseon, who kind of got through the defensive line there and was able to get his hand on that pass. So the 2-point conversion's no good. And with 5:40 to go, it's 14-0 Liberty Center. And, Cap, it seems like we haven't been here a whole lot for Tiger football this year, and now you turn around and you get 2 straight home games, and you look at the postseason, and you're going to get Week 11 here, and more than likely probably host round 2 here as well. So Tiger's looking at a 4-game homestand here, so it'll be nice to be here at home and be around this beautiful facility.
Yeah, and with the tournament draw, we're not going to go far away from home for a while.
Yeah,
we could be regionally, we could be right here. In the
could
area,
potentially see that all NWAL regional finals as Archbold on the bottom half of that bracket as well. So Smith now will take the handoff, tries to spurt through the line there. I think that was number 60, Kellen Weimer, who made that initial hit. Levi Spade was also in on the cleanup of the tackle there.
But, Phil, we're not only football. We've got girls tournament soccer tomorrow. We're going to head to Evergreen. We'll have that game live for you, the district semifinals.
Who do they play?
Ottawa Glandorf.
OG.
At Evergreen.
Wow, that's quite a drive there for OG. That's a heck of a bus ride. Parsons now takes the snap. He throws right side. Good catch on the move.
Oh, he's going to get him for either a horse collar or a face
I think
mask.
it was a face mask. Yeah, I think when he wrapped his arm around, he might have got his finger just caught in the mask. I definitely think it was unintentional, but if it's the same as it is in college football, there is no more 5-yard penalties. Everything's a personal foul. So Xavier Molina there on the catch. Good catch in traffic. Credit Parsons there, Cap. I think he saw a blitz coming. He knew he had to get rid of it quick. Still delivered a pretty good ball, and they were able to get a first down out of it. So Parsons now will line it up in the shotgun. He'll be in the shotgun by himself. 3 receivers winding up to the left. Tight end on both sides of the line. Parsons now steps into it, takes the snap, looks to throw left side to Smith, but the ball falls harmlessly to the turf, incomplete. Tigers heads up to try to jump on it, but referee's right there to blow the whistle, and it'll be an incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, we were talking about different teams. Wauseon is one of these spread teams, and and a lot of they can execute it, whatever. But I tell you, Phil, I'm old school. If you can't run the ball in November.
Well, and I think that's what makes their matchup so tough. You play against a team like St. Mary's who does nothing but pound the rock. Wauseon is going to have a tough matchup in their Week 11 contest, that 8-9 matchup on the road. Parsons drops back to pass, throws to Molina just behind him once again. Pressure from the Tigers. See if I can get that number over there. Looked like 66, Mason Talent bearing down on Parsons there. Got him to throw the ball sooner than what he wanted to, and it was behind his intended target, Molina, and it'll be 3rd down.
And you talk about Wauseon being able to stop the run. For the first 4 series of the game, it was a stalemate with Liberty Center and Wauseon, and then all of a sudden the adjustments were made, and Liberty Center just started pounding rock, and Wauseon eventually wore down.
It could be tough if Wauseon can't find a running game. A good defensive play there by Brady. Badenhop steps in front of the pass, and he comes up with an interception.
We're going to get a block in the back. Somebody hit for Wauseon 53 in the back.
Okay, so Thad Reckner was in on the stop after the interception, but his cap doesn't miss a thing up here. Calls out the penalty flag on Liberty Center, a block in the back. Okay, there it is, right at about the 45-yard line, so it'll be 10 yards, I believe, from that spot. So it should be 1st down and 10 for Liberty Center at their own 35-yard line. Hey, I'll get one right.
There you go. Look at that. Well, 3 possessions, 3 turnovers for the Wauseon Indians, so not the way you want to start here with 4:28 left. Oh, Danny's running the clock. I'm sorry. All right, look at that.
Danny's on the Danny
Diamond, Danny Kessler, DDK.
Yeah.
You mess with him, he give you a DDT.
Hey, you got to give him a little bit of a shout out too. When you were gone last week down in Florida with your daughter's wedding and stuff, as Liberty Center hands it right up the middle to Cruz. He's stuffed by a host of Wauseon tacklers. I was able to get the scores over here to my guy Diamond Danny, and he was able to get him to jig so he could report him. So, he was making sure that all my text messages didn't go for nothing. So 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Liberty Center now will come to the line of scrimmage. Cruz will be in the backfield with Barrett. Bayer goes in motion. He'll take the deep sweep pitch. Got some space around the left side. Gets across the 40. Makes a nifty cut move across the 45. And then breaks it down to the 50-yard line before he's tackled. Looks like number 32 on the far side over there for Wauseon. I'll get that name. Javier Ibarra, or Ibarra. Ibera, excuse me.
Ibera. Yeah, nice block there by Garrison Cruz.
I think Weimer was all the way over there, too, was the other blocker over there. And then Cruz, as you mentioned, kind of got Bear. Bear looked like he might have been stopped in the backfield, but Cruz was able to get enough of that block to spring that run for a first down. Now Perry will fake the run. He'll be back to pass. Good ball over the middle, almost intercepted by Ibarra. Good defensive play there. Looked like Badenhop might have had an opening there, Cap, but defense closed quickly, able to knock it down to 4 second down and 10.
Yeah, I think Ibarra was like, I should have had that. It went through both sets of hands.
So Liberty Center now has it 2nd and 10 at their own 50, or at midfield, 3:15 to go here, first quarter. It'll be Cruz and Barrett lined up in the backfield. Bear split out wide to the left as the wing. Ethan Gray split wide to the right. Now another pass for Perry. Perry looks for the throwback. Not there. Wisely tucks it and runs. He's got some space. Good block by Cruz up across the 40. Makes a nice cut inside at the 35-yard line. And he's down to the 30-yard line. And Garrison Cruz once again with a really nice block there. Max Perry, what a veteran play, Cap. I think they were looking for a throwback to Barrett. It wasn't there. No panic from Max Perry. Just tucked it, got what he could, and ended up getting about almost 20 yards for the first down.
If I'm running for my life, though, and I see Garrison Cruz out front, I'm probably going to feel a little bit better. He actually blocked one Wauseon Indian into the other.
So heck of a play there. Now he's going to get a carry. He'll get it off the left side. Cuts across the middle. He's across the 20. You're not going to catch him in the open field. And it's a touchdown for the Tigers, but there's going to be a flag on the play, and they're going to get a holding call. Flag right there at about the 28-yard line. So this will move Liberty Center back to probably the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a hold or a chop block.
Did you see maybe who was it? Was it on the interior part of the line there? Or, Cruz had a big hole over there off that left side.
I think it was on the left tackle.
Kellen Weimer is the left tackle over there. The left guard, I can't see the number. I'm not sure who it is at the moment. Could be Mason Talent.
I thought he said 51, but there's no 51 on the field.
It is Mason Talent, the left guard over there. Well, 61 is on the right side. Yeah. That's Tate Parasini, but I don't know why they would, he wasn't even involved in the play. They'll run the same play again to Cruz. Breaks the first tackle, but a good closing tackle. That one's number 70 for Wauseon. And that is Irvin Ayala. So Liberty Center now gets about 3 yards of that penalty back. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Cruz will come out behind the quarterback Perry, along with Barrett. Foster split out wide to the left. Bear goes in motion. They'll hand on the far side to Bear, and that looked like a little bit of a confusion from both those players. That never looked really all that comfortable.
I think they outfunked themselves. They were trying to run a kind of a counter, and they caught Wauseon so off guard that they were there.
So after the weird play, they're going to make Dane Bear come off the field.
I think he's bleeding his arm or his hand or something.
So it'll be about a 3rd and 15 now for Liberty Center after a couple of penalties, Cap. You looked and Liberty Center had a touchdown, a couple of penalties negate those scores, and now looking at a 3rd down and 15 from their own from the Wauseon 35-yard line. Perry will be in the shotgun. Cruz lined up to his left. Lonzak and Barrett split wide to the right. Snap way over Perry's head. Ball still loose on the turf, and Wauseon is going to pick it up at the Liberty Center at their own 48-yard line. So what started as a touchdown for the Tigers, Cap, a couple of penalties, and now a big mistake there will give the ball to Wauseon at the 48-yard line.
Well, I think, is 32 Bear?
Dane Bear.
Was he the center?
No, I think Flory is the center. Trey Flory, I believe, is the center for Liberty
I think
Center.
You're right.
So just a very uncharacteristic snap. Maybe just had the ball stick to his hand. Not sure there, but not sure if you can see it on our camera. But he's down there taking practice snaps now. So now we got a late arrival from Liberty Center. Defender running on. Parsons in the shotgun. He'll throw right side. Pass is caught, but a good tackle there. I think Garrison Cruz on the stop. Number 20 on the reception for Wauseon. That's Thad Reckner. Gain of about 3 yards on the play.
Thad Reckner. Like a good Viking name.
So just over 30 seconds here to go in quarter number one. And Wauseon trying to see if they can get some momentum on offense to see if they can get a score here before the first quarter. The first quarter break. Parsons in the shotgun, takes the snap. He'll throw to right side or left side to Molina. Good catch. Dodged the first arriving tackler, but stopped there by Adam Foster. And Baxter Barrett, he's really close to the first down marker. We'll see where they actually spot the ball. They mark him about a yard short.
Not very generous.
I don't think that was a generous,
No,
not a very generous spot there. But I think that'll be the end of the first quarter, Cap. Liberty Center gets forces 3 turnovers there on Wauseon's first 3 possessions. We're able to get a couple of touchdowns, and the score stands at 14-0. Liberty Center on top here to end the first quarter.
All right, let's hear from our student broadcasters and our sponsors.
Thank you to KK Collision, a leader in the auto repair industry that has been servicing Northwest Ohio's auto needs for over 27 years. Meyer Badenhop Insurance. Since 1933, Northwest Ohio has been the home of the Meyer Badenhop Agency. Second to None Designs, your home for custom screen, printing, and embroidery. Affinity IT Group, cybersecurity managed services for your company's demanding computer needs. 3Chord, sign it, sew it, screen it, promote it. Davis Farm Services is a family-owned agronomy business serving Northwest Ohio farmers for over 50 years. Swanson Welding has been providing our customers with the highest quality services for their metal fabrication needs since 1956. Ham and Dick Leatherman. Pizzanello's Pizza. Great family restaurant serving up delicious pizza, subs, wings, salads, and a wide variety of appetizers right here in Liberty Center. Gerald Grain Centers, a farmer-owned cooperative with 9 locations here in Northwestern Ohio.
All right, we're back to action here. Second quarter, Wauseon with the ball.
They were able to pick up that 3rd and 1 first down there as Arian Smith was able to get a yard on the first down. Now Parsons back to pass. He was in a little bit of trouble under duress.
Wisely throws it away.
I think he wanted to go deep to Molina over there on the left side, but he was covered up pretty well. I think Ethan Gray over there in coverage for Liberty Center on defense wisely threw it to the turf there. No harm, no foul, and it'll be no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. So Wauseon now to start the second quarter, looking for a big drive here after forcing Liberty Center into a turnover with the errant snap. Parsons now in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, looks to throw left sides, got it out there to Smith. Good closing play by Badenhop, and then Ethan Gray, I believe, came in to finish him off.
Yep.
A good play there by Brady Badenhop to really stop that initial progress, and then what Liberty Center defense does so well, ball pursuit there on the tackle.
Yeah, all through the levels that we've seen, the JV, the varsity, the freshman, the yards after catch have been greatly reduced this year. So even when, for example, that play, they get it out in the flat, there's very minimal yards after catch.
So Wauseon will look to convert another third down here to keep this drive alive. 3rd down and 12 from their own 42-yard line. Parsons takes the shotgun snap. He's got heavy pressure coming. Good block there by Smith. Now Parsons is going to roll out there or run out there. Good tackle. I think Adam Foster out there. And he tackles him right at around the 32-yard line. So
he's looking at the referee like there should have been a penalty or something. Not really sure. Either that or he wasn't sure where he was there for a second.
And that's a good play by Foster. He was kind of in between out there, Cap. Do I stay on my guy? You can't leave your receiver, or do I come up and make a tackle? He had a split decision to make, made a good decision, was able to bring him down in the open field to bring up a 4th down try for the Indians.
Yeah, that's a great point, Phil. You gotta first of all understand where the line of scrimmage is, and you can't really go after him because he's going to dump it up over top of you.
So Parsons will line up in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Ball's on the turf, and I think it's a mute point, really, who recovered the football. It's going to be Liberty Center ball anyway off the 4th down try.
I think we got a Tiger on the ground hurt, kind of under that. Oh, he's stuck under the pile. So it's like 60 recovered it for Liberty Center, but like you said, Phil, it's kind of a moot point.
Yeah, Liberty Center will get the ball off the 4th down try. So what started as a pretty solid drive for Wauseon, able to get that first down, and then Liberty Center defense holds strong, and they'll get the ball now right at about the 34-yard line, or the 36-yard line. With 6:45 to go here in the second quarter. It'll be Perry coming out under center. Barrett lined up as the wing to the right. Lonzak the wing to the left. In the backfield is Garrison Cruz. Lonzak gets it around there, and he's got a lot of space across the 40. Now he's across the 50-yard line and ran down from behind by Azarian Smith. But not after a gain of about 19, 18 yards on the play. And it'll be a 1st down for the Tigers. Good start of the drive there for Liberty Center. Lonzak had a lot of space out there to run. It was kind of like they almost forgot about him out there.
Yeah, and he was actually in motion, and nobody moved with him. Wauseon didn't really have coverage on that side, and nobody went across with him, so he was able to basically outrun the linebackers until somebody from the secondary came up to him.
Foster spread wide to this side. Perry under center again. This time Barrett goes in motion. Gives straight ahead to Cruz. Cruz with a lot of space. Up across the 30-yard line down to about the 27, maybe 28-yard line. And another 1st down for the Tigers, who are really making some headway at the line of scrimmage this drive.
Liberty Center runs that zero trap better and faster than any team that I've seen in high school. And that was exactly what that was, just that 0 or 1 trap. I didn't see what side he went on the center, but it was just boom right now. And
Well, there's so much other action that's going on, and then you have to counteract with that quick hitter. Usually it comes off of that motion, which Colton Chambers at the high level, and then Barrett and Bear here at this level make that work so well. So Perry's got a lot of time to throw. He goes all the way back across the field to Ethan Gray, and he comes down with a catch inbounds right at about the 16-yard line, and we'll call it a gain of about 12 yards on the play.
If the Wauseon defender would have been paying attention and not watching the play all the way on the other side, he'd had a pick six. Nobody would have got him. That was a risky throw all the way across the field.
So 1st down and 10 at the 16 now for the Tigers, moving on this drive.
I think that's the play that they were looking for when Perry ran the last time down here.
Now Wanzak will line up at the wing left. Barrett and Cruz in the backfield. Perry takes the snap, hands to Cruz. He's met right away in the backfield. Number 70 on the stop for Wauseon. Good play.
That's about the third really good play number 70's made there.
And that is Irvin Ayala.
Yeah, and Liberty Center is going to call a timeout here. Hey, to talk about a schedule, we will have girls district soccer tomorrow against Ottawa Glandorf from Evergreen High School. That'll be at 7:15. The ball drops, and we'll be on the coverage. Dave Barrett and Danny and myself and Cole Ballman will be there. And then Friday, as Liberty Center starts round one of the OHSAA 2023 playoffs, the Elmwood Royals will come to town. A little bit different team than last year's Elmwood Royals. That was the Frigid Bowl, I call it.
A little bit different weather conditions for that,
yeah,
too.
It won't be 20 degrees below zero with a 20-mile-an-hour wind. But you get in these playoffs, and, it's kind of you got teams with a 3-7 record in the playoffs, and everybody goes, but you know what? You got to play, Phil.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to play, and you can't take those for granted. But Liberty Center will draw the 3-7 Elmwood Royals in round number one.
All right, back to action here after the timeout. Perry under center. He'll hand right side to Barrett. Barrett met right there in the backfield. Number 33 is Arian Smith on the stop for Wauseon. He's having a nice game defensively.
If he'd have cut inside, well, that was wide open. And that's easier said than done, especially from up here. But I could see the lane there.
So loss of 2 yards on the play, we'll call it. 3rd down and 12. Yeah, and an absolutely stacked and loaded Division 5 Region 18 cap. It's going to be
I wouldn't want to be in that bottom half of that bracket. I mean, Liberty Center's got to play some teams. Genoa's in there, Liberty Benton's in there, but man, that bottom half of that bracket. Nice pass by Perry out in the flat there to Lonzak, I believe that is.
Yep, Jackson Lonzak. Good timing there as well. Perry waited. He did have an oncoming blitzer from his back. Waited, and then Lonzak was able to get that full separation. Perry put it on the numbers, and another touchdown for the Tigers, and they go on top 20-0.
Yeah, real quickly, back to that bracket. Liberty Center, the top half of that bracket. Genoa's in there. Liberty Benton's in there. I think those are going to be the highlight. Oak Harbor. Who did I say? Somebody else.
I'm telling you right now, this 7-10 matchup between Marion Pleasant and Eastwood is going to be really, really good, as Adam Foster will get the 2-point conversion there for Liberty Center, and it's going to be 22-0 now. The Tigers on top of Wauseon with 4:26 to go in the first half. But I'm telling you, that Marion Pleasant Eastwood matchup should be a dandy, because Marion Pleasant plays some tough squads. Eastwood with some good wins, one over Genoa last weekend, tough loss to Oak Harbor the week before that. So they play a tough schedule. I think that's going to be a pretty solid ball game too.
Well, and you got we talked about you could have an all NWOAL regional final. Archbold in the bottom half of that bracket, the Edison number 2 down in the bottom of that. So it could be, and
I know there's an orange and black team from a little bit ways down south who's going to have a little bit of something to say, who wants to see.
Yes,
so it is absolutely stacked in that region. Parsons going to roll out to his right. He's in deep trouble. Big hit from Baxter Barrett, who fills from the linebacker spot, and a loss of 2 yards on the play. I believe Tate Parasini was the blitzer from behind who was going to get him if Barrett didn't.
He had a choice. Let's see, Tate Parasini or Barrett. Well, Barrett's a little shorter. He'll take that. So that is not the lesser of two evils. That's just two evils.
Yeah, Tate Parasini was in hot pursuit coming from the backside, and he had to get it away quickly. So Parsons will be staying in that standard shotgun set. Running back lined up to his left. He'll take the snap. He hands it off to the guy in motion. Good pursuit once again from the Tiger defense. Initial tackler there, Kellen Weimer, all over that.
Well, but Bear, 32, really put a big stick in there and knocked the defender back and basically broke that play up. He didn't get the tackle. Sometimes you get a tackle and sometimes you make a play. Zane Bear with a nice play there.
Two wide receivers lined up this side here for Wauseon. Wingback lined up to the left, running back in the backfield. Here's the snap. Parsons under heavy heat, and he is sacked in the backfield by Garrison Cruz. And they're going to say a fumble on the play, and he recovered the fumble as well. So one heck of a play from Garrison Cruz, who came in, and I thought he might have tried to throw the ball to
call the police. There was a mugging there.
I did not see it because we were blocked by the blocker and Cruz. I don't know if Cruz hit it out initially or if when he came down he just wrestled it away, but the referee was right on top of the play right there, and he said a fumble recovered by Cruz, and it'll be first down for the Tigers at the 22-yard line. What an unbelievable play from Garrison Cruz, who came out of nowhere on that blitz and really blew that play up, and a self-forced turnover, was able to recover his own turnover, the fourth forced turnover the first half here for the Tiger defense. They're in business at the 22 with under 3 to go. Perry under center. They'll look to strike wide away. He's back to pass. He throws end zone for Foster. He's got him out there. It's caught, and it's a touchdown for Liberty Center. A 22-yard strike from Max Perry to Adam Foster. And just like that, the Tigers open it up 28-0. Wow. Still here in the first half.
You want to talk about dropping dimes, baby, right there. Perry has just been spot on.
I know. I love the aggressiveness. You get the ball on a turnover right around the 25-yard line. Why not try to take the top off the defense? A good ball there from Perry once again. Foster with excellent speed. Hard to guard him on a fade or a go route. He had space. He caught it. 2-point conversion coming. Pitch to Cruz. He's got lots of space, and he walks into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And Liberty Center goes on top 30-0.
And there's a flag. It's going to be a chop block, I think.
So the flag in the end zone, they are going to call a chop block on Liberty Center. So that will negate the 2-point conversion. So now they'll have to retry from probably the 17-yard line. Is that a 15-yard
Yep, that's
penalty?
A 15-yarder. So I think it'll be about the 18. It's on the 2-yard line, so 3-yard line.
So it will be
19.
A 2-point conversion try from the 18-yard line.
Well, and we talk about the strike zone for Liberty Center. It's everywhere on the field. There really isn't they're in scoring position. Liberty Center doesn't care. If you're on the green, we're in scoring position.
And you want to talk about dropping dimes? I'm going to go back to that point after this snap. Perry lines up with the shotgun with Cruz to his left. 3 wide receivers split to the right. He looks that side, throws deep. He's got Lonzak out there in the end zone, and there's going to be a flag on the play. And I think we're going to get defensive pass interference in the end zone on Wauseon. So that will put the ball, I believe, back at the 3-yard line?
Yep. Yeah, the defender was right with him, but he never turned for the ball. Wauseon wants to argue that, but is that it? 15?
I'm not sure. And so there was two penalties on.
Yeah, that's a 10-yard penalty.
So it's a 10-yard penalty, which will put the ball at the 9-yard line now. So we'll retry the 2-point conversion once again here as Adam Foster is going to run the play in for Liberty Center.
You ever think, Adam Foster run in there and it's a pass to Lonzak and he says, no, 48? I got the numbers confused, Coach.
Sorry, I thought you said.
Yeah, I thought you said me. I don't know. I heard me.
Same formation. They throw it out to Gray. He beats a guy one-on-one, gets to about the 5-yard line, maybe across the 5 down to the 4-yard line, and the 2-point conversion for the Tigers is no good. And that will put the score at 28-0. Tigers on top with 2:49 to go here in the first half. And, I want to go back to my point, dropping dimes. What a game on Friday night from Landon Amstutz. I thought that was easily his best night throwing the football. If they were drop passes or incomplete passes, they were only where his receivers were going to catch the football. He had a really, really nice game on Friday night that I think kind of sprung their offense a little bit. That was kind of flat-footed a little bit there to start the game, especially in that second quarter.
Well, yeah, and Wauseon knew they had to stack the box. And so the way to do that is you just have to soften that up with a pass, and Amstutz was able to do that.
So they'll throw a quick pass to Molina out here on the right side. Great tackle from Adam Foster in the open field. Molina tried to make a move. Might have got an extra yard by going forward there. But nevertheless, a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 for the Indians.
You know, Phil, we may be, we talk about breeding linemen at, Liberty Center. We just grow our own, We may be growing a bunch of defensive backs that are pretty darn tough right now, so.
Back in the shotgun is Parsons. He'll take the snap. Hands right side to Smith.
Ooh, that's a hold.
He busts out across the 40, and then he's tackled by Baden-Hop and Foster. Gain of 4 on the play. 3rd down now and 2. Gain of 5 on the play. 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I know our defensive backs. I talked to them in practice. They are very, very bent on you catch the ball, maybe. You don't get any yards after that.
It's been one of the staples of our defense this season. 3rd down and 2. Wauseon could use a 1st down here. Handoff to Smith. He'll go right side, and he breaks a couple of tackles up across the 50, and a good hard run there from Azarian Smith, and he gets across the 50 to the 49. Good tackle from Dane Bear, and a 1st down for Wauseon. So a good job there for the Indians to pick up that big 1st down to keep the drive alive. So Wauseon now with over a minute to go. Parsons takes the shotgun snap, fakes the run, throws it. It's intercepted by Lonzak. He breaks up across the 45 and down to right about the 41-yard line. Jackson Lonzak jumped that passing route. What a play there from Lonzak.
He read that from the snap. That was a great heads-up play by Jackson Lonzak.
And now 59 seconds left for the Tigers inside Wauseon territory again at the 41-yard line. What an unbelievable read from Jackson Lonzak, who read that pass right away, Cap, like you said. Almost ran the route for him. Another turnover for the Tiger defense. They'll look to score again here before the end of the 1st half. 2 wide receivers, line to the right, 1 to the left. Perry in the shotgun. He takes the snap, drops back, looks right side, throws it out to the flats. Had Baden-Hop out there, but a good play at the line of scrimmage.
73.
Number 73 on that tipped pass, and that is Rico Vasquez. So Vasquez, good play there because Baden-Hop had a lot of space out there to go had he caught that football.
Well, and Vasquez made a great play not to rush because he didn't know if Garrison Cruz was going to take off, out in the flat. So he kind of stood there, and because he did that, he was able to knock that pass down.
So Tigers come out in the standard wing T formation. Give to Barrett right side. He's got a lot of space. Busted across the outside the 30. Breaks a tackle across the 25. Still dragging guys across the 22. Still pushing guys across the 20-yard line. And a great physical run there from Barrett, who didn't get touched till about the 26-yard line. And then Cruz, and I think Parasini over there might have pushed him an extra 5 yards. Great run from Barrett.
Parasini did that on the first couple series when Barrett ran the ball. Parasini pushed him about 7-8 yards on that one.
Remnants of Swanton where Cruz kind of picked Barrett up and tossed him in the end zone. Now they're handing Cruz up the middle. He's got a lot of space across the middle. Breaks a tackle at the 5, and he scores from 20 yards out. Garrison Cruz with a big stiff arm at about the 8-yard line, and he busted into the end zone for another Tiger touchdown. Wow. And they've really opened it up here in the second quarter, Cap. It's 34-0. Tigers on top.
We won't point out numbers or whatever, but he just planted with that stiff arm, the defensive back for Wauseon.
You talk about that quick hitter, Cruz, for as big as he is, he's so fast through the line of scrimmage, and then when he gets to that second level, he has excellent vision. Wonder where he gets that from. He has excellent vision to turn it up.
The Cruz brothers, all 4 of them, just run angry.
Now kind of a busted play. Perry just wisely takes off, and he dives across the end zone line for the 2-point conversion. And now a flag on the play.
Come on.
And they're going to call on sportsmanlike on Liberty Center.
No, he was celebrating a touch. Come on. Man, I saw some of that in the NFL and college yesterday. It's like Saturday. Come on.
So once again, another really nice heads-up play there from Max Perry on a busted play. Didn't stand or fodble around. He made a decision, decided to take off, and was able to squirt the 3 yards that he needed for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, Perry's made some great, intelligent plays. I mean, Perry's thrown some dimes and he's made some great runs. But what we've seen in this first half is really his knowledge and his intelligence and his gamesmanship. And that, to me, is 50-50 of being a successful quarterback. I mean, you look at like a Drew Brees. He wasn't going to run over anybody. He wasn't going to throw over anybody. He doesn't tower anybody. But, boy, was he smart.
Absolutely. So Wauseon now, after the turnover, they'll come out in the shotgun. 24 seconds left to go here in the first half. Parsons will take the snap. He'll throw right side. It's caught right away and instantly stopped right there. Brady Badenhop on the tackle. Loss of about 5 yards on the play. And that will likely be the last play of the first half.
They want it to be.
As Liberty Center really broke it open here in the second quarter, led by 5 defensive turnovers for Liberty Center, who's really making it difficult on the Wauseon offense right now and capitalizing on most of those turnovers.
And Liberty
will
get the ball in the second half. So, all right, we're going to take our halftime break here from Rexlinger Stadium, Kip Kern Field. It's the Liberty Center Tigers 36 and the Wauseon Indians 0. With that, everybody, we'll be back.
Thank you to KK Collision, a leader in the auto repair industry that has been servicing Northwest Ohio's auto needs for over 27 years. Meyer Badenhop Insurance. Since 1933, Northwest Ohio has been the home of the Meyer Badenhop Agency. Second to None Designs, your home for custom screen, printing, and embroidery. Affinity IT Group. Cybersecurity managed services for your company's demanding computer needs. 3Chord. Sign it, sew it, screen it, promote it. Davis Farm Services is a family-owned agronomy business serving Northwest Ohio farmers for over 50 years. Swanson Welding has been providing our customers with the highest quality services for their metal fabrication needs since 1956. Pam and Dick Leather. Pisanello's Pizza. Great family restaurant serving up delicious pizza, subs, wings, salads, and a wide variety of appetizers right here in Liberty Center. Gerald Grain Centers, a farmer-owned cooperative with 9 locations here in northwestern Ohio.
All right, we're back for the second half of football here as Liberty Center leads the Wauseon Indians 36-0 in Phil. You know, I was trying to figure out how many offensive plays Liberty ran, and they ran probably 25, 30, but for many of the possessions they ran 2, they ran 3, they ran maybe 4, and scored on very few offensive plays on those turnovers. Short field, big runs. And then Liberty Center did have a few extended drives and a couple miscues or whatever. But Wauseon, I think what you said, 5 turnovers in that first half.
Yep, that's kind of the story here. You know, you give a good team like Liberty Center extra possessions, they're going to make them count. And, they're going to start with the ball here on offense to begin the second half.
Well, and I think the key there is Perry with his passing. Wauseon stacking the box looking for the run, and Perry's throwing over top of him.
They'll give to Bear on the sweep left side. He's got a lot of space. Cuts and makes a man miss. Good block there by Talent downfield to spring him forth for another 5-6 yards. And a gain of 16 yards on the opening play of the second half. Goes for a first down. And, Bear, good job there. It looked like he might have overran the block, and then he became a little bit more patient. Talent was finally able to get over there and spring that block free for a first down.
Yeah, and then when he did see that lane, boy, he exploded through that. I love that.
Some of those blocks, it takes a little bit of time for those blockers to get out there, and our running backs are quick. Sometimes beat the block out there.
Not every lineman is as fast as Baki, you know. Baki can outrun every kid on the team, so.
So Perry now under center. He'll hand right side to Barrett. Great block by Cruz, and Barrett's got a lot of opening. Not sure if you're going to catch him in the open field or not. Tries to break free on the stiff arm, and he does, and he rambles into the end zone for a 49-yard touchdown run for Baxter Barrett, and once again, Garrison Cruz leading the way as the blocker there through that hole. Him through the hole there, and then Tate Parasini, I believe, on the right side as well. The right tackle, number 73, I think is Sapansky, the right guard. Great job there from the right side of the line. Barrett had a whole lot of room to run.
Barrett better be buying Garrison Cruz some food and feeding it to him.
Oh, man. Tigers now look to go for 2. Perry will be on the snap. Cruz opens up that hole once again, and then another 2-point conversion good for the Tigers, and they go on top 44-0 here with 7:20 to go in the third quarter.
Well, and unfortunately for some of the defensive backs for Wauseon, you're starting to see what I'll call the alligator arms, where, I'm not going to get up in there. It's 44-0, and I'm not going to do it.
So Tigers score on their opening drive of the second half.
2 plays.
Bear with the running play around the left side to start. And then Baxter Barrett finished it off from 49 yards out for his third touchdown of the ball game.
Hey, I do want to remind you of something. I think I told you maybe on Wednesday or Thursday of last week. Anthony Wayne was going to spank Perrysburg.
Yeah,
Didn't I tell you that?
Yeah, you did say that. That was wow. That score I don't even think depicted about how bad the game was. Anthony Wayne really just controlled that game from start to finish. Handoff now to Smith. Now kind of a flea flicker action. Parsons is just going to take off and run and get what he can, and he squirts out of bounds right at about the 48-yard line, maybe the 47-yard line, so gain of 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, I have to say, if I wasn't on the air, I was going to call you, I told you!
I think when I was giving you the scores, too, you were probably like, did I not tell you about Anthony Wayne? How about Evergreen beating Delta as well on the road? That's a huge win for Coach Bach and Evergreen to finish their year against a Fulton County rival in Delta.
And I'll tell you, Evergreen, with the loss of their quarterback, man, to start the year, they really came back. I think that's going to be a signature win. I think they're going to build on that. And
if I'm not mistaken, I think Hunter Vaculik's a junior, so he should be back for his senior year. And I'm telling you right now, the junior class that is going to be coming in as seniors next year is loaded right now.
Yeah.
Not to mention, a little bit farther away from here, but Ryan Montgomery at Finley is going to be coming back for his senior year, so it's going to be fun.
Boo.
Parsons
like
there takes
motion.
the snap. He's got a heavy blitz coming. Does a nice job stepping up in the pocket to avoid it, though. And he finds Molina on the outside for a nice little 4 or 5 yard gain.
With a nice hit.
Man,
Yeah, that was a great step up.
Yeah,
in the
I agree. He had some heavy heat coming, and then took about 2 or 3 steps up in the pocket there and was able to settle in and make a decent throw there to Molina so he could get some positive yards.
Yeah, and that's something you teach and you want the quarterbacks to do. That was a great play by him. Just stepped up, extended the pocket, found his receiver.
So Parsons now back in the shotgun. 2 backs lined up to either side of him. He'll hand it off. Good run there. Stopped by Barrett, Bear, and Lonzak, but not after a gain. We'll call it about 7 yards on the play,
Give him
and
the
it'll
first
give
down.
Wauseon a first down.
They didn't even look. They just said, come on. It's 44-0. Come on.
27, Weston Smith, the ball carrier there for Wauseon.
Boy, tonight, Phil, I tell you, after this game, I may end up going to Otsego. The Fairview Lady Apaches and the Tenora Lady Rams play for the district final.
Another
in
rematch
volleyball.
there of some good volleyball
Yeah.
teams. If you're looking for a good volleyball game, that is a premier one here in Northwest Ohio. You know, and how about it while we're on the subject here, after this play, give left side, driven out of bounds there by Ethan Gray, ball carrier number 20. That's Thad Reckner. How about 3 fall sports league championships?
About 4? The
Junior high girls
won the
state championship.
cross country
Yeah, that's awesome.
championship.
But 3 league championships at the high school level for fall sports: girls cross country, girls volleyball, and boys football.
Yeah.
It is just special. It's a special time to be around here for sports. So
And a state championship for the girls cross junior.
fumble on the play, ball's loose on the turf.
Not something Wauseon needed. Man, they had a drive going too. 66.
Mason Talent was the one that got the fumble recovery. I don't know who the initial hit came from.
I didn't see it either.
But it looked like he kind of came across the body there and poked it free, and it went behind the ball carrier, Weston Smith, and Liberty Center comes up with its 6th turnover of the ball game, and they'll have the ball at the 43-yard line to start this drive with 3:36. Again, OHSA rule 30-point lead, so they do have this running clock here in the second half.
Yeah, unfortunate. Wauseon had a drive going too. Had some really good runs. Sustaining a drive here, but 6 turnovers not going to help your cause.
And I think Wauseon's going to take a timeout. Not sure if he had a misalignment, a player not lined up in the right spot.
Only 10
but
kids on the field.
Okay, that's definitely a good timeout there. And but yeah, you know, just awesome stuff. You know, girls cross country. I think that's their 4th or 3rd consecutive league championship for girls cross country.
Could be more than that.
It very well could be more than that. So
Well,
kudos
and
to
shout
those young
out to
ladies and
Mason Like,
a freshman.
sophomore, but he's a first-year
Sophomore, okay.
runner. Made it out to regionals. He I think he took 6th or 8th or whatever. But you know, this is his first year cross country, and he's just built to run. He's long and lanky. And he could always run. It's one of the things that I know him personally, and I said, you know what? He's like, do I want to run cross country? I said, you can run, dude, but Coach Barnes is going to teach you how to race.
Yeah, and those are 2 different things for those people
Absolutely.
who really don't know. You know, maybe not follow cross country that well, but those are 2 big different things there.
Yeah, and he's really he's learned to race this year, and watch out for him in the next couple of years. He's not done yet.
Tigers come up, line it up under center. Here's a give to Lonzak. He's got some space. Now breaks a tackle from Smith, but Smith actually ends up bringing him down. But Lonzak carried him for the last 5 yards or so, and it's going to be a pickup of 11 yards and a first down for Liberty Center.
Yeah. So, but back to your point though, three league championships and a cross country girls junior high state championship.
Fall sports are really, really going
Good
well
time
here.
to be a Tiger.
And you know, we expect the delay of the boys basketball season. You know, that's become a custom. So
We got scrimmages though in the next week or so. All
let's
4 of the
well, how
boys.
about our next time out? Let's talk about some of our winter schedule, Cap. I know you should have pretty close to being wrapped up if you don't have it all the way done. So
I don't yet, but it's close.
hey, I said close. As Perry takes off there, and then a very, very late flag, and they're going to get holding right at about I think the 40 We'll call it the 42-yard line is where that flag came in at. So they'll move him back to right at the 50-yard line. So first down and 14, we'll call it for Liberty Center after the penalty.
Yeah, the Lady Tigers will open up with Hilltop on November the 30th. So they're going to be...
and we're going to have freshman girls, freshman boys, JV girls, JV boys.
I don't think we're going to have a freshman girls team. I don't think there's enough.
Okay, so here comes Baxter Barrett again on a big run. He's got some space now, making guys miss. Makes another man miss, still going across the 30-yard line, down to the 27-yard line. So a gain of 23 on the play for Barron and a first down for the Tigers. Okay, so freshman boys, if we have the numbers.
There will be a freshman
JV girls, JV boys, varsity girls, varsity boys. We're going to have some wrestling meets for you. We have some wonderful broadcast planned for you guys.
Jeff Huff will be joining with Dan Conrad, our wrestling team.
Yeah, so
you want to talk about some serious experience in wrestling.
So definitely make sure you check out those broadcasts, as Dan did a great job last year, so it'll be great to have him back again this year, and a full slate of Tiger sports events for you in the winter coming again for you guys in 2023, 2024. Perry now will take a snap. Good block by Cruz. Another good block by Cruz. Another good block by Cruz. He breaks Perry across the 15 down to the 13-yard line, and a gain of 15 yards. And Garrison Cruz
I'm sorry.
with four lead blocks
Garrison
on the
Cruz,
play.
I love you, but boy,
do we have a replay on that?
Did that look like the water boy?
Do we have a replay on that, Danny, for those blocks?
No.
Oh, my goodness. Garrison Cruz with 3 blocks. I think he fell just got enough in the way of that last one.
It looked like the scene from the water boy.
The last play of the reverse, yeah. Unbelievable downfield blocking there from Cruz, and that's the way the third quarter will come to an end as Liberty Center leads it 44-0. And while we
A huge thank you to our 2023-2024 Tigers Sport Life sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhoff Insurance, STN Design, Affinity IT Group, 3Chord, Davis Farm Services, Swanton Welding, Hammond Dick Leatherman, Pisanello's Pizza, and Gerald Grain Centers.
All right, get ready to start the fourth quarter here. Liberty Center up 44-0 and driving. And, you talk about not running to run the score up, not running to do this, but Liberty Center's only got 4 kids on the sidelines in their freshman unit, and they've gone to running a rock. It's just the way it is.
Folks, if you're just joining us, make sure you rewatch the last play of the third quarter just for your own enjoyment. Just fantastic downfield blocking. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers to start the fourth. They'll hand it to Bear off the right side. He's got a lot of room to run. Great block, Brady Badenhop, number 34. Good block out there, and then the rest of the work was done by Dane Bear, and he punches it in for another Liberty Center touchdown, and it's all Tigers 50-0 here in the fourth quarter.
Well, and we talk about calling the dogs off, and Liberty Center has moved people around. The 2 starting running backs are Barrett and Cruz, and Lonzak and Bear now in the backfield. I think
Jackson Lonzak he has sneaky speed, Cap. You know, he reminds me a little bit, maybe more of the power back. But when he ran that sweep out here, he got out here in a hurry. He surprised me with his foot speed. So they'll line up for the 2-point conversion. He'll hand it right side to Barrett. Barrett squirts in for the 2-point conversion. It's good, and the Tigers are lead it now 52-0. Cap, while we got a second. You know, I know you don't have the schedule done, but, we have a lot of, we just looked a little bit at the boys' schedule. We have a lot of really, really good teams coming to Liberty Center to play some quality basketball against our boys' team. You know, you said Perrysburg. We're going to be playing Wayne Trace, OG, both those 2 teams in the regional finals last year for basketball.
And our girls' team, is going to be off that Final Four appearance. They're going to be loaded and ready to go. I'm pulling up their schedule right now.
You know, they lost 3 very good seniors, but a lot of experience coming back for the Lady Tigers, and they should be really, really good again this year, Cap.
Yeah, they're looking at Hilltop, North Central, Holgate. Van Buren is pretty good. Edgerton, Tenora, Springfield. They battled Springfield last year. That's going to be New London. There's a new team we haven't seen. Anthony Wayne.
So give credit to, again, A.D. Pullman and the coaching staff are working together to get some really quality games to get you ready for that tournament
Liberty
run.
Benton, Bluffton, Paulding.
Yeah.
You know, the boys at Perrysburg.
A running play here now for Wauseon. Breaks the first initial tackle and then stopped there by Weimer and 52 Levi Spade. Gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, so Emmanuel Christian still on our schedule. Now the kid that was really good, he went to IMG Academy, Robert Easter Jr. OG comes to town. Tenora, Otsego, Delta. Delta's going to be tough.
Delta brings back a lot of skills, too, and they run a really, really good zone defense that really gave a lot of teams fits last year, Cap.
Yep.
So a jam-packed winter schedule for you as well, and don't be surprised if you find ourselves at River City Bowl-Away for a couple of fun bowling matches because, once again, our Tiger bowling squads should be pretty darn good.
Yep. We'll have bowling. We'll have wrestling, boys and girls basketball. We'll actually, believe it or not, as busy as we were in the fall. Our winter schedule will probably be busier. And we're going to Kirsten Moss is going to join us. One of our students, Cole Ballman, will be on the call. We've got some new broadcasters, additional broadcasters, that we're going to bring on for basketball, and we're looking forward to a great winter season.
Handoff there, absolutely going nowhere as Jackson Lonzak from his linebacker spot making a big play. And, Cap, speaking of this freshman unit here, I see some kids who I really believe could see some adequate time on Friday night next year, outside of maybe special team stuff. Garrison Crew's been on special teams all year, so credit to him there. But, there's some kids on this team who might see a lot of playing time next year.
There's 3 or 4 kids that would start on probably 90% of the teams in the NWAL. Liberty Center's depth is just unheard of.
Yeah, and credit to Thomas Moeller in his own right this year. He has been really, really good in his opportunities to run the football, and with how well our first teams have played to get those leads, he's seen a lot of varsity time. So you talk about these running backs and the plethora of backs. Waylon Rentz gets carries. Moeller.
Waylon Rentz ran with a vengeance
on Friday. Yeah, he had 5 carries for 59 yards. I mean, every time he touched the ball,
he just hit the hole and dared somebody.
It was almost like they forgot about him. It was almost like they were so cued on 2 and 5. Yeah. And for Dew, right? I mean, those two definitely deserve a lot of attention. Great running backs, especially when you're averaging over 11 yards a carry.
I was campaigning for a goal line stance with Baki, Zeider, and Navarre. I wanted Zeider at fullback, Navarre and Bachman at tailback.
The old Maryland eye with those 3? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and that's why I go back to Landon Amstutz. He just had a really, really nice game as Perry's going to get a carry now to the right side. He tries to make a couple of guys miss. He's dragged down right at there after a game about 5 yards on the play.
Liberty Center just trying to run the clock here, 52-0 for a quarter. And I'll tell you, Phil, one of the things that we talked a little bit about Friday, and we talk a lot about the players and a lot about, what they do and whatever, but, our coaching staff right now, Casey Moeller has put together a tremendous staff that's very focused and very well-rounded. We sit down every Wednesday with Casey, and he talks about business. It's business. And, man, they just go about it. It's business.
Perry gets a carry to the left side now this way, binds and weaves, breaks a tackle downfield, and he's going to get a big gain on the play as Max Perry shows some nifty running moves there, Cap, kind of shifty in the middle of the field, and a big gain for the Tigers.
So, all the way down freshman, Coach Spangler and his group,
I've talked to a lot of players. I've interviewed a lot of the kids after games this year for some other things. And one of the things that all Liberty Center's players have in common when we interview them is they say that we practice every day to beat the best team in the state. And I feel like that's become the motto of this team this year, and it's kind of carried over to every single Friday night as they've just played with a chip.
Well, and that goes back to the business transaction, and talk about, well, you got Arts Bowl this week, you got this, and Liberty Center simply practices the same. We're going to take care of our business. We've got assignments. We've got a business plan. We're going to go about it. Doesn't matter if it's blue and gold, red, white, and blue, green and orange. Doesn't matter what's over there. We've got a business trip. That's what I won't forget that line. Coach Moeller said, we're going on a business trip to Archbold. And if we take care of our business, then nothing else matters, And that's been their thing. We practice the way we practice. We don't worry about who we're playing. Now, of course, they do scheme. You got, if you get to, and
what kind of
Oak Harbor doesn't huddle.
No, they run a yep.
So things like that you got to kind of scheme for, but you're still doing what you got to do. Playoffs are going to be exciting this year. I think Liberty Center's in a good position. The other thing, I talked to a couple guys, and they talked about, well, is Liberty better than last year? Is Liberty better than last year? And Coach Muller had a great thing. He said, I don't know, because that's hard to gauge, but this year we're harder to beat because who are you going to guard? Who are you going to key on? The diversity is much greater this year. It makes Liberty a harder team to beat.
Now Perry gets the carry again, follows the right side. He'll get about 5 or 6 yards on the play.
Liberty's just trying to run the clock out here at 52-0.
Yeah, looking at this playoff chart too, teams that not right in front of us, but what a job from Coach Eric Becker and the Tenor Rams after starting the year with that gauntlet of a schedule. You play teams like Liberty, Archibald, Otsego, who was a little bit down this year, but still very physical, tough team. 7-3
and won the share of the
7
GMC.
Seed, winning the share of the GMC. Just an unbelievable job by Coach Becker and that staff. A lot of adversity off the field as well.
Yeah,
he
unbelievable. Went through something I would never.
Unbelievable job by Tenora this year to be able to be in the spot that they're in. So, I just good stuff there, and I know you're tight knitted with that Tenor Rams live crew.
We did a volleyball game last week.
That's awesome.
That was fun with.
But I do want to say this last thing. I think the Archibald Coldwater potential second round matchup.
I may go to that.
2019, Archibald played Coldwater at home. DJ Newman touchdown pass to Elijah Zimmerman on the last play of the game to win that ball game. Yeah. So maybe some added flair to that matchup as well. Historically, recently, Mac has struggled against Big Ten NWAL teams.
Kind of like Big Ten.
St. Henry struggles against Archibald over the last couple of years. Coldwater last year with Liberty. So I think that offers what could be a really, really good matchup. So not even to mention North Central, Patrick Henry. I think that could be fun. North Central kids, hard-nosed.
Yep.
Tenor plays Bucyrus Winford. Very, very good 10-seeded football team. So I think you're right. Playoffs in this area. And how about Napoleon? Finding their way after an 0-5 start or an 0-4 start to be able to make a playoff.
Yeah, and they had a chance to win that Cardinal division. Just came up short against Southview.
Good football team.
Good football team. So, all right, Liberty Center lets the clock run out here as they went into victory formation for the last 3 downs. And at 52-0, that's a class sign by Liberty coaching staff and kids not to want to make that any worse or better. So
when you're this young, I think you really want to point out little things. Hey guys, look how big turnovers play in this game. We got 6 extra possessions, 6 possessions that they don't get to. When you're talking about maybe not this game, but big games that come down to 1 possession.
Yeah,
those really mean everything. So whether we're on the losing or winning end of this, you really want to learn and take this as a learning moment and grow from this, and the Tigers did exactly what they needed to do. They capitalized on all the turnovers and executed very well. maybe scratched the one series where they had the penalty and the errant snap. But you know what?
Yeah.
Those are good things. You need to be able to work on some stuff. And at the end of the day, the Tigers take home a 52-0 win.
And right now at
just so classy.
center field, I love
this
point. You're battling, you're doing whatever you got to do, and then everybody's healthy and whatever, and you're going to give thanks and pray as one big group. And I love this. A lot of thoughts about this type of thing, but to me, this is really what it comes down to. And these are kids, and I think this is a great example. A lot of little eyes watching.
Oh, and I think this is a good way to give respect back to the game, Cat. I mean, you played a football game. You're all healthy. You're blessed to still be playing at this time of the year,
Yeah.
and I think that's what makes the playoffs so special. Is there's 700 teams in Ohio,
Yep.
or how many ever there are, and only 100 or how many ever are playing still and get a chance to play for it all, and it's special. And we talked to the kids about it a couple days ago. It is special to be playing at this time of the year. So kudos to Liberty Center here for a huge 52-0 win, which probably will be their last football game for the freshmen. So good way to go out and end their season. Once again, as Cap said, we will have the soccer district game at Evergreen tomorrow night at 7:15. We'll probably go on maybe 10 or 15 minutes before that, get you a little pregame action. So make sure you get tuned in for that one. Outside of that,
Back 6
Cap,
o'clock on Friday, we'll be back here.
Sounds good, Cap, if you want to take us on out of here.
All right, folks. One more time. It's Liberty Center 52 and the Wauseon Indians 0-4. The Snowman Phil Snow on the call, and Diamond Danny Kessler on the techie and controls over here. I'm Mark the Captain Bly. And as always, everyone, it's good night, and it's good Tiger Sports.